destroy the gold.
Salute, salute. Who rocking with me? Who with me? Who in the building? Who in the building? Rocking with your boy Burley. We live. Mm-hmm. We got that big spliff right now. So you know we about to jump into this. You know we gotta talk about this. Rest in peace. DMX, one of the greatest MCs ever. Lyrically, energetically, harmonically, harmonizing with the beat, uh, battle rapper. I've always said that battle rappers don't make good song makers. Like, rarely do you get a battle rapper that can make a good song. So when you're looking at DMX, I think he was probably one of the only ones that could ever do it. High level battle rapper that was very good at transferring over to making songs. So, we gotta give a moment of silence for the man himself, DMX. But we also going to talk about um, some of the things that brought him to his end. Hold on one second. Let me make sure this is on. Okay. Battery life being saved. Gotta make sure. There we go. Uh-oh. We putting the flame to the joint. You know what that means. I'll put the flame to the joint. I'll put the flame to the joint. We about to jump into this. I put the flame to the joint. Yeah, there we go. When you hear that snap, crackle, pop, you know you on to something. So let's jump into this, man. So, one of the saddest things about DMX story was, they talk about the inner demons that you have to fight. That we all have inner demons. And what are these inner demons? Are they like spirits with horns haunting you, bringing you down every time you make a good step forward? That demon out there with his foot trying to trip you up. You know, forces outside of you are trying to make sure you don't succeed. Is this what the inner demons are? Well, if that's some people's definition, I beg to differ. As I said before, we are God. We are the universe. That makes us also what we call the devil, which is the opposite side. You have your positive, you have your negative. And we seem to look at the negative as this force of hellfire and demons. Salute Traxium. He is. And, we have these inner demons that are outside of us bringing us down, such as DMX. Now, as good as he was at I listened to him preach one of his sermons, and he was very good at it. And this is one thing a lot of people are good at giving advice but not taking it themselves. This is a tricky thing. Salute Iraq elevations. This is a very tricky thing because it seems, everybody else to say good things about you is, oh, he was never about himself. He was always about other people. He always looked out for other people and things of this nature. And that's good and all well, but it's not good for you. So, because your inner demons, once again, are you. My teacher used to tell me, you'll become a better martial artist when you learn to get out your own way. And that's what these inner demons are. It's you being in your own way. And as I said, since we're a country of blame, a place of blame where we need to shift it because accountability is not something a lot of us are good at having the accountability for your actions. It's easy to blame it and push it off on intangible forces, like it was God, it was these demons. No, it's you pulling yourself down. And anytime you can give great advice but not take advice, then you're doing yourself a disservice. Now, it may seem like you're being very charitable and you're giving away all of these good gems to other people, but how much sense would that make? That if you're not enjoying the beauty of these gems yourself. If I had some gems to give away, I would never give all of my gems away so that I'd be gemless. You know what I'm saying? I got no gems. I done gave all my gems away. Now, before you die, that is the process to try to let go of everything before you leave this earth. But while you're here, you're discovering new gems yourself that you can keep and pass on, but still have the essence of the gem. It's never that you're giving all of these gems away and you're just not thinking about yourself, because that is not the good selfishness that you need to survive. One of the things I always speak about is hustling. Now, when you look at hustling, it really has a shelf life. What happens to hustlers after 40? Do you see some of these hustlers after 40? How many stories do you know of hustlers after 40 having anything? Do they own any buildings? Was they able to take some of this drug money and put it into something where, all of the times where they were shot at, got drunk, narrowly made these escapes against death, did they turn that into anything concrete? Chances are no, because you're not having the selfishness that you need to survive. We rest in peace to DMX, but when you abuse the body so long, it's only a matter of time before the body gives out on you. 52 Evolution Cat is in here. Salute, King. It's only a minute before the body gives out on you. How long could you drink Henny, smoke blunts for years, 20, 30 years in, and then think your body is supposed to just hold up under all of that pressure? There are indeed internal and an external demons, but ultimately it's the individual, guys, as a product. I can hear that, but I would need to know more about these demons. What demons were sent to trick us? There are no demons sent to trick us. It's you tricking yourself. That's it. That's it. There are no conjuring external forces that always want to see you go wrong, like DMX. Now, if he would have practiced the word he preached, would we still have DMX? Or would the demons have got to him? That's the story. There are no intangible forces trying to pull you down. It's only you. Now, we are part of this society, and the government has ulterior motives for us, of course. That's right. We can't do bad expecting good. That's it right there. That's the selfishness you have to have. That's what defeats all demons. You are the demon. You are the God. Do you know humans are the only mammals that can live in a state of stress, depression? You never seen a depressed lion until you take them and you lock them up in a cage. Then the lion is depressed. But you don't see depressed animals. There are no depressed mammals. There are no mammals walking this earth that want to commit suicide. So why aren't the demons going after the lions too? They're living. How come the lion ain't got no demons? The elephant, the giraffe. What are their demons? How come they ain't got no demons? Dolphins. They even proved that dolphins got as many curves in their brains as us, and they communicate on a high level. So why don't we just see dolphins in the river in the ocean just killing themselves, just pulling the plug on themselves? Because all of these demons that they're fighting. You won't. We are the only mammals that can live in a state of stress. And this state of stress is what affects your body. This is one of the good things about martial arts. See, it's mind, body, spirit. The body has to be conditioned to live a long life. This is one of the greatest things you get from being a martial artist is the conditioning of the body. And with the conditioning of the body goes the conditioning of the mind, conditioning of your soul. But if you're treating one of these three entities wrong, you can't expect good things to happen. You can be a martial artist all your life, but if you eating bad and you're doing things against your body, you'll never reach the level of executing those techniques well. If you don't take care of your spirit, you won't have the reasoning in your soul. Island Fist, what up, King? You won't have the cause. You won't have the deftness in your soul to understand fighting for a good cause. So all of these things can't be overlooked. And when you overlook them, that's what creates these so-called demons. Like is a fat man. What would be a fat man's demon? Food. What's a fat man's demon? Food, right? What's a scared man? What is a scared? What's a man that's scared to act demon? Fear. So it's you. You're the demon. You're the God. You don't. Now, most of us don't want to have that accountability because then that would mean we got to do the work to fix it. When you want to look somewhere else to fix these things and they cannot be fixed. And that's why DMX could give us all of these good jewels, but he can use none of those jewels for himself or the ones that he needed to save his life. He has like 11, 12 kids. If that's not a good enough reason to want to get your life right, what is? Even keeping your money right. Wouldn't you want to keep your money right so you got something to pass on to your kids? Or do you want to just beat it up, splurge, and let them figure it out? And then that becomes their so-called demons. There are no demons. There's just you. And if you do the work, you can save yourself now. They talk about DMX was in so much pain. Where did this pain come from? He said, I learned your concept the hard way, the secondhand example, when my grand aunt was consumed by her sweet tooth to the point where she ultimately paid the price for her life just at her early 50s. Truth, my aunt Barbara raised us on Pepsi. We drank Pepsi Cola more than we drank water. Her kidneys collapsed. And she was on the dialysis machine until she died. From Pepsi, over drinking of Pepsi. Because we're looking at our bodies as if they just supposed to keep taking the punishment. No, it will not. Even though you're a god, your temple has an expiration date, has a shelf life. And if you beat it up, you speed up the deterioration of your temple. Plain and simple. You can't do everything under the sun and then be surprised when they say you got diabetes, you got all of these things happening to you, but yet you did everything under the sun and you didn't do the proper things to keep your temple correct. You can't be surprised. Now, as much pain is good that DMX was preaching, they saying he OD'd, that he was still, hooked on drugs. He was still battling that demon, as we say, the drug demon. Because if that's the case, then this would be my demon, right? No, it's no demons. It's you. It's you. And the more you keep putting it on demons, the more you can keep claiming to be in pain, and these demons are holding you back, and you never get to that point where you decide to slay these demons within yourself. Because if you get out your own way, there are no demons. Being in your own way creates all of these demons that we know. And like I said, it's exactly the same with a lot of hustlers I hustle with, that to this day they have nothing saved, no money. And these are guys that made $10,000 a day. And now you look at them and they have nothing, they're destroyed. That's the life of a hustler after 40. That's what they don't tell you, is that the hustling life after 40, oh, it don't look good. It don't look good, because what you going to be out there 40 years old still on the block? When you had all of the time in the world to make the right decisions. See, that's you being in your own way. That is no demon. That is no curse. What up? Salute. 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 Family first, God first. Salute. Most people won't think about how you will be remembered. Facts. Facts. Bruce Lee said, if you want to be remembered, just live a life worth remembering. And that's just being on your purpose. See, when you on your purpose, ain't no demon that can stop you. Ain't no demon that can stop you. Life is a game of learning. So you're going to hit the wall. That's the learning blocks. We are Homo sapiens for a reason. To be at the top of our game, we must constantly be challenged cerebrally, to be as logical with our body as possible. That's how I've grown to love martial arts. Facts. Facts. Switch it up. Hustle. Don't. And won't stop. So saving ourselves and being selfish to yourself is a 360 thing. We talking spiritually, mentally, and physically. You can't get in your own way. You have to be selfish. So when you passing these gems out, make sure you kept one for yourself. I ain't gonna give you no good information that I ain't gonna use. Anybody that know me know I'm on it. I hear some good information. I'm trying to put it to work. And if I can give it to you and you can take it and use it, that's on you. But I ain't forcing it. Because that's where we all stand as gods. You gotta make the move. You gotta turn the key. You gotta do the work. And when you don't do the work, you can't be surprised at the results that you get. A good friend of mine just passed away from drinking and destroying his temple. The temple will not stand up to the beating. To all my young people, watch what you do now. It will catch up. You don't live forever. Everything don't stay strong and tight forever. And the more you beating it up, the more you just cutting away the years that you could be living within your temple strong. Strong. Good memory. Body still working. Now your reflexes may not be on 20 years old, but they still sharp. So take accountability. Don't point fingers at demons and gods. Point fingers at yourself. You can fix this. DMX could still be with us. The pain that we talk about is the pain of the programming that's been done to us, especially in the hood. We believe the worst first. We believe disaster is going to come before good times, and then you get disaster because your manifestation of your mind brings it to you. If you believe disaster is coming, it's coming. If you believe the sky is falling, it will fall. If you believe you got the wings to fly and do whatever you want, then you gonna fly. Who said you can't do better for tomorrow? Yesterday is over. Indeed, indeed. There is no presence, there's no past in the future that we can deal with. All we can deal with is our present moment, the moment you in right now. And within this moment, you can take the examples of other brothers and change it. You don't have to live in pain. Like, it's no such thing. Not no such thing as pain, but the carrying of the pain. That's you. You don't have to carry that. You can let it go and then keep moving forward. If you think about your life as all of the pain as a bag that you done threw on your back, how many bags you got on your back? How many bags do you have on your back that you don't have to carry? Because once the pain is subside, it's gone. It's like being a fighter. You can blacken my eye. 2 weeks later, my eye gonna be right back to normal. So I'm like, you never did nothing to me. So am I still supposed to carry that? Even your body shows within its healing properties that things they go through it. They go through their process and they go on. You let it go and you move forward. If I keep constantly thinking about, oh man, my eye got black, my eye was black, and I may never fight again. You know what I'm saying? I may never get in the ring again. But just as your body can heal up and show no signs of whatever happened to you, you can do the same thing mentally and physically. You don't have to clutch on to the pain. The pain is easy to hold on to. Holding on to happiness is harder. You know why? Because it takes a courageous man to hold on to happiness, to wake up every morning and say, today it's going to be a good day. That's more courageous than waking up and saying, oh man, the pain of another day. See, that's easy. It's easy. There's not too much thought that has to be put into that. Ain't too much courageousness in that. But waking up in the life that we live and knowing you're going to be all right, see, now that's hard. That's hard. Because then we want to complicate it with demons. We want to complicate it with the fact that, believing in yourself is a problem. I mean, totally believing in yourself. You believe in yourself so much that vices can't hold you. I'm not saying you can't drink, but when you believe in yourself so much, you ain't going to be no alcoholic. It's just not going to happen. Because you believe in yourself too much to let any vice conquer you. You can do whatever vice you want under the table, long as it doesn't conquer you. The key is to stay in that moment that you're in for you, learning for you. That's it. And there are no demons. There's only you. And it may sound too simple, but the way it's so simple, most people will miss it. Just believe in yourself, and there is no demons, because you shine brighter than that. But if you put in your mind that there are demons, you're just looking for a way to not do the work and say it's them that's attacking me. It's them that's slowing me down. It's the demons that's holding me back. You don't have to do that. So we give a moment of silence to one of the greatest artists to ever breathe on the mic, a troubled artist. Facts, Igor Malinik. He said, Bruce Lee said, knowing yourself is the hardest thing. That's right. That's right. Because when you know yourself fully, through and through, you know what other people don't know. Someone may say, this guy's a good guy, but you steal. But nobody else knows you steal, but you know you steal. That's why they say God sees all, because you know. And no matter what you try to do to put up a facade, it'll be seen, because you know it'll come out. That's why things come to the dark, because things that are in the dark come to the light because of you. It's because of you. So you can free yourself from these burdens by being who you're supposed to be through and through, by trusting who you're supposed to be, and being courageous enough to say, I'm going to be all right. Even in these crazy times, I'm going to be good. And if you can do that, chances are you'll make it through this crazy struggle that we call life. I'm going to get back to my blunt smoking. And as I said, let's give a salute to one of the greatest MCs that ever breathed on the mic. Rest in peace, DMX. And let's all take from his story the gems that we need to make sure your story doesn't have to end like his. Salute.